This week, Health Canada announced that they'd be postponing the approval of mifepristone, aka the abortion pill. I'll admit that abortion is a very scary word, especially when placed next to something as common and everyday as the word pill. But before you panic, let me tell you a little bit more about the drug. Mifepristone is a little white pill that blocks progesterone, which is a hormone that your body produces throughout your life, but most notably, it helps with the progression of a pregnancy. Usually it's used in conjunction with another medication. The abortion pill is actually a two-step process. So if you wanted to take the abortion pill, first you take mifepristone, and then a couple hours later you take another medication. Typically misoprostol, which is already legal in Canada. It's used to induce labor in traditional births, and it's also used in the event of a missed miscarriage. This second pill is what separates the pregnancy from your body. Both drugs are listed on the World Health Organization's list of essential medicines, which is a compendium of the most vital medications and medicines that a society needs to be healthy. The biggest concern here is that we don't know why Health Canada has taken so long to evaluate this drug. It's already legal in 60 countries, including the USA. But in Canada, for some reason, they've decided to extend the evaluation period for this drug. Beyond the 750 days, they've already evaluated it to the end of this year, 2015. That means at the end of this year, mifepristone would have been under evaluation at Health Canada for almost twice as long as any regular drug. Typically, it takes around 550 days for Health Canada to make a decision. The whole thing seems unnecessarily cloak and dagger, especially when this drug is actually safer than a lot of drugs already on the market and available to Canadians. Even when the side effects from this drug require medical intervention, which happens around 5% of the time, the side effects are very similar to what would happen if you were having a miscarriage. And most health centers in Canada are equipped to deal with those kind of complications. Statistically, you're less likely to die from having an abortion with mifepristone than you are from taking an aspirin or, drumroll please, taking Viagra. So sure, this pill is still under evaluation, but there is always help for any dusty octogenarian willing to risk his life to spend 4 or more hours in downtown Pound Town. Can I get a fist bump? Anyone? No? The truth is, this pill could change the lives of people across the country. Smaller Canadian communities don't have access to facilities that provide surgical abortions. There isn't a single abortion clinic anywhere on Prince Edward Island. That's an entire province where you cannot get an abortion. With this pill, Canadians anywhere could have access to a safe, effective, and private abortion if they choose to have one. All it would take is a prescription from your doctor. I have no idea why this pill has been pending approval for so long. Maybe the government is being extra special cautious, or maybe the paperwork is just taking longer than expected, or maybe our squeamish limp noodle of a prime minister is once again being living, breathing garbage. There's no way to know. What I do know is that mifepristone has the potential to better the lives of people with uteruses across the country, but we don't have access to it, and it seems to be for an unreasonable reason. So I think it's time to start asking questions. If you like this video, click subscribe. I make a new sketch every single week, and I make these videos as often as I can. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, and my website down below, and I've included some other videos in the Say It in 60 series just here on your left. Have a great week. Bye.